Hello, this is Astronaut G117 here with another Minecraft video. I haven't made a Minecraft video in a long time, and the reason I'm making this one is kind of to show off some creations I've made in Minecraft since the 1.7 update. The 1.7 update, for any who don't know, was the piston update, and so I'm here to show you what I've made with pistons. I've got two experiment worlds here. This first one is the one I made first. I made all of this just spawning materials, so none of this was actually like mined up or anything. But it's not the vanilla aspect that I'm trying to show off, it's just the creations themselves. Now many of you might have seen this already, and this is the self-building wall. So if I destroy any of the parts of this wall, it will then rebuild itself automatically. And what I have done different from what many people have put online is I've actually put two generators, one on each side of the wall. And this is actually to make it so that the wall repairs itself twice as fast. And you might ask what I mean by generators. These are cobblestone generators. When a block gets destroyed, the pistons down below push up cobblestone that replaces the destroyed block, and that leaves an extra space down there, which gets replaced by one of the blocks being pushed by the cobblestone generator. And cobblestone generator just works by the lava non-source block and a water non-source block meeting together to make cobblestone, and then getting pushed out of the way by the piston. So this is just a clock, a redstone clock that will activate the pistons repeatedly, giving it that constant pushing power. And I broke the clock because it might create some lag during this video. Here are some other experiments I was doing. Some of them are incomplete, but I'm just going to show you the complete ones. Okay, here is one. This is just a simple light switch. And this is one design for a light switch, but here's the wiring for that. And essentially what I needed was this circuit. I don't know the name of this circuit, but I found it on the Minecraft forums. And what it does is it allows one torch to light up after the other, but then that same torch lights or turns off before the other one. And it creates it so that with these sticky pistons, this sticky piston will pull out the lightstone, and this one will replace it with cobblestone. And I have that for both of them. They're both wired up to the same circuit. Now, one problem with this design, particularly this design, is that you can only have it on the corner of a wall. You can't have it in the middle of a wall, and so that gives you a lot of limits as to what you can do with that. It's getting nighttime here, so I'm actually gonna sleep in my bed real quick, just so I can keep it daytime for you guys. I have one more creation in this map that I want to show you, and then we'll move on to the next map. And that is this staircase. And basically this is a staircase that you can choose different floors to go to. So let's say I want to go to the first floor. I push this button. The stairs open up for me to go to the first floor. If I want to go to the second floor, the bottom row of stairs open up and I can go to the second floor. And that's the same with the third floor. Little bit of delay with the third floor, but it works. And these can switch back and forth between any of these floors, and it works. I've also made it so that if you're coming from the other direction and the stairs are blocking your path, you automatically step on pressure plates, which move the stairs for you, and that works on the floor 1 as well. Or if you're on the second floor and you don't have any stairs there, you don't really want to take fall damage. So if you're coming from the second floor, the stairs will automatically open up for you down there so that you don't take fall damage. This is the wiring for this, and this just basically consists of 2 memory gates, and 1 for each set of stairs. Yeah, I don't really want to go into the wiring right now. This was a bit complicated, and I'm sure it could be compressed, but I'm not good at compressing redstone. I can make it, but it's going to be huge. So now I'm going to go into my other world, where I think I've got some cooler builds, starting with a better light fixture, light switch build. And it's a bit bigger in terms of the wiring, which is kind of annoying, but it takes care of that problem I was talking about earlier. The light switch no longer has to be in the corner. It can be in the middle of the wall. Right. You might not be able to see anything anymore. But, and the only reason I have this U is just to block out all the light. So how this works is the sticky piston pulls out what block is in there. So it does that like this. Pulls out the lightstone block. Then this piston goes down, and this piston activates. It pushes the cobblestone block in, and then the sticky piston then pushes the cobblestone block in also. And essentially that works that way. Although I might have screwed it up now. And what we have here is that same circuit that I don't know the name of. 2 pulse generators for the sticky piston. And what that does is whenever you toggle between an on and off switch with the switch, it will create a tiny pulse. And then what this is a pulse extender, so that that tiny pulse actually becomes a large pulse. This is an inverter, so that the sticky piston is by default pushing in, but when it gets a signal from this lengthened pulse, it goes in, which gives these pistons times to switch out the block, and then it goes back out so that it can be flush with the rest of the wall. Yeah, let me demonstrate that again. Yep, there it is. And this is flush with the wall, and when it's cobblestone, it's flush with the wall. Trust me, even if you can't see it, it's flush with the wall. Alright, so that's the new light switch. So the rest of the video is all different entrances that I have made. This is a lava wall entrance. So there's this lava wall here, and when I push the button, lava goes away, and I can walk through the passage. I can get to this side, push the button, the little trench opens up, and lava starts falling, and then you can no longer walk through it without either dying or getting seriously injured. So this button works on both sides. And to build this, there's the basic T flip-flop, which makes it so that buttons act as switches, but I want to do that so that I can have a button on both sides and they both go into the same input for the T input. So what I wanted to do was, I didn't know at first how to get rid of the lava when it was falling. I mean, I could wait for it to disappear. Like just cut off the lava from the source block, but that always takes forever because for some reason lava takes forever to disappear even when there's no source block around. So what I did was I made it so that pistons come out of the wall actually and essentially delete the lava, and then the trench also gets filled up so that you can walk over it without any trouble. And to do that I had to make it so that whenever the T flip-flop switch to an on output, it would create a pulse, but then again I had to make another pulse generator. I mean, not a pulse generator, but a pulse lengthener. It is a pulse generator, but that's different. For a pulse lengthener, which makes it so that the pistons actually can recognize that it is on because the pulse initially made by the pulse generator is too short. So the pulse lengthener helps with that. And this may be an entrance that many of you are familiar with, because Jeb showed it on the preview to 1.7. And so I didn't actually use his design. I just tried to make it by myself, and I successfully did. Yeah, it's just a cool hidden kind of entrance thing. Now, here is a build where I kind of put everything together in one thing. Oh, good. This render distance is perfect. So, here's a lake. Kind of a small lake, and it's not really, it's just in the middle of nowhere. But there's a waterfall with coming out of a smiley face. And when you push this button, a path rises out of the lake. The smiley face's eyes turn off, and the waterfall starts going down. The waterfall starts to disappear. And then once the water is gone, the entrance opens. But oh no, it's dark in here. Hey, wait, I've got a light switch. But wait, there's someone chasing me. Not really, but yay. And now on the outside of this thing, the smiley face turned back on, the waterfalls turned back on, the entrance closed up, and the pathway on the lake is no longer there. It is now submerged in the water. I will show you this one more time. And I actually have to wait a bit for this because the water has to go down completely, and then the entrance can open. So we'll wait for this to work and play with the light switch in the meantime. Hey, it's open. Cool. So this is just a cool proof of concept for a thing you can do with like an entrance to a secret base. I mean, obviously it's not inconspicuous, but you can make it inconspicuous. You can make it so that a waterfall looks natural, and so that there's not just a lake in the middle of nowhere. You can make it so it looks like with a natural lake. So you can see the water turned back on, the eyes turned back on, the path submerged itself in the water. And I can do that from both buttons, the button inside the base and the button outside here. So turn it on again, show you that the eyes turn off, the water stops flowing, and then as soon as the water stops flowing, the entrance opens up to the base. So that's just what I've been working on. I know I haven't done a Let's Play in a while. I might do a Let's Play once 1.8 comes out, because that will be the adventure update, and that will be a lot of fun. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, rate, do that all fun stuff. I'm going to get blocked out of my entrance now, because, yeah, I pushed the button and I ran. So, here's a little bit of the wiring for all of that. I don't know if I'll be doing a tutorial for any of this. I mean, you can pretty much find tutorials for all of these online. And I'm not really good at tutorials, but yeah, that's my redstone creation. Thanks for watching.